friends, I am Anuradha Varal, Assistant Professor of Computer Department at AISSMS Institute of Information Technology. In this video, we are going to discuss about 2D transformation of computer graphics. So almost all the graphics system allow the programmer to define pictures that include a variety of transformations. For example, a programmer is able to magnify a picture so that detail appears more clearly or reduce it so that more of the picture is visible. The programmer is also able to rotate the picture so that he can see it in a different angle. So in this video, we discuss the 2D transformation. So 2D transformation consists x-axis and y-axis. So the basics operations of 2D transformation: translation, rotation and scaling. So first one is what? Translation. So translation is a process of changing the position of an object in a straight line path from one coordinate location to another. We can translate a two-dimensional point by adding a translation distance, that is tx and ty, to the original coordinate position x, y to move the point to a new position, that is x dash and y dash, as shown in this figure. So x dash and y dash value: x dash equal to x plus tx and y dash equal to y plus ty. The translation distance pair, that is tx, ty, is called a translation vector or a shift vector. So it is represented as a coordinate position or the translation vector in the matrix format, that is x dash and y dash equal to x and y plus tx and ty. So the p dash equal to p plus t. Example, if they given the ABC value, that is the 3 vertex value, and they give the value as a distance vector, that is tx and ty. So the value is what? 2 units. So how to find the next translated pixel? So calculating the x dash and y dash, x dash equal to x plus tx and y dash equal to y plus ty. So put this value and calculate the new values, that is a dash, b dash and c dash. Then next, rotation. So a two-dimensional rotation is applied to an object by repositioning it along a circular path in a xy plane. To generate a rotation, we simplify a rotation angle theta and the position of rotation point about which the object is to be rotated. So let's consider the rotation of an object about an origin in picture. So here r is the constant distance of the point from the origin and angle is the original angular position of the point from horizontal, and the theta is the rotation angle. So the cos alpha and sin alpha. So the value of x and y is what? X equal to r cos alpha and y equal to r sin alpha. So the value of x dash and y dash, adding the equation of cos a plus b and sin a plus b in this equation, and we get x dash and y dash value, that is x dash equal to x cos theta minus y sin theta and y dash equal to y cos theta plus x sin theta. So the matrix format for the rotation is what? X dash y dash equal to x into y in bracket cos theta minus sin theta and sin theta cos theta. So p dash equal to p into r. Then example of rotation: if a point 4, 3 with an angle 45 degree, find the rotation matrix and the resultant point. So the theta value is what? 45. So let's put this value into the x dash and y dash equation, and the value is x dash equal to 1 upon root 2 and the value is y dash equal to 7 upon root 2. So the p dash equal to 1 upon root 2 and 7 upon root 2. Then last basic operation of 2D transformation is what? Scaling. So scaling means what? Is a changes the size of an object. Means these operations can be carried out for polygons by multiplying the coordinates value, that is x comma y, of each vertex by scaling factor sx and sy to produce the transform coordinates, that is x dash and y dash. So value of x dash equal to x into sx and the value of y dash equal to y into sy. If sx is greater than 1 and sy is greater than 1, then the object is increasing. If sx is less than 1 and sy is less than 1, then object is decreasing. So sx equal to sy means this is uniform scaling, and if sx is not equal to sy, this is non-uniform scaling. So this value is also present in the matrix format, that is in a matrix x dash and y dash equal to x into y into sx 0 0 sy, means the value of x dash and y dash equal to p into s. So the example here, the scale the polygon with the coordinates a, b, c by the 2 unit in a x direction and 2 units in a y direction. So the direction value scaling factor is what? Sx and sy equal to 2 unit. Then put this value into the matrix format and generate the new coordinates. And the new coordinate is what? 4, 14, 20, 10, 24. So here the size of the object is increasing. So see in this diagram, this is the original object and the next one is what? Scale object, means the object is increases. So this is about the scaling transformation. Thank you.